Greetings from San Diego at twilight. I'm KamalaDevi, and I wanted to introduce you to my newest work, One Fool's Journey. The subtitle is a multidimensional memoir with lessons on Tantra, polyamory, and the Tarot. And today's a very special day because I just submitted the book proposal to a publisher, and I thought I would introduce you to kind of tease you with a little frame of the book. So I couldn't have written this book any sooner. It's kind of the culmination of my life's work as well as a graduation of my personal narrative. So many of you know for the last 25 years, I've been on this path of awakening through the body and sex and relationship and Kundalini. And what I didn't know is how destabilizing that kind of awakening can be if you don't have the tools to ground and integrate. So, this book is written from a place of groundedness now and perspective, and as a guide who can help others who are in an awakening, facing the dark night of the soul, going through the existential crisis of realizing like there's a crack that goes to the core, and when you're in it, how do you stay in the body, keep your heart open, love the heart of humanity. I mean, there's big tests, and for those big tests we need big teachers. So this book is a journey through the Tarot archetypes. Now, an archetype, archetypes are alive all the time, everywhere anyway. I'll give you an example of like the hermit or the priestess. And, and some of those are really natural. Like some of us are naturally a king archetype or a fool, while others are like foreign to us. And so each archetype as it arises, I use my personal narrative it's like shamanic storytelling to personalize it. And then at the end of the chapter, you get a series of questions in order to self-reflect on what's your relationship to this archetype, what's it coming into your life to teach you. So I want to give you a quick example, which is an archetype that everybody resists. This here is the devil. And you can see there's a masculine and a feminine figure at the feet of the beast with like a chain to their neck, and that represents bondage. This is not an evil card. When it comes into the spread, even though people fear it, he's really just asking you, what are you a slave to? And everybody has different compulsions or addictions. And for me, in my life story, I can see so clearly how addicted to drama I am. A lot of my awakening was very public, not just through the books I've written or the 2 seasons of starring in a reality show with my family. But there's this kind of like intensity and fire and chasing like the most extreme way to meet God, goddess, in the body. And that devil like mirror, once I saw that, I was able to use some tools to dance with the demon, to dance with the shadows and liberate myself. So it's a really beautiful, it's kind of an extreme example, but it is a beautiful process to actually free ourselves from our own patterns. And this book is really written to help integrate and mend, because the awakening process can be such a crisis and a catharsis and a crack down to the core. It's like, how do we bring it deep into the earth and descend into matter in a way that is grounding, like regulating? Like I'm living now, by the beach, slowing down with my cats and my son's graduating, and it just feels like a really wonderful time with perspective to share these teachings. So I hope that this kind of teases you. And in a future video, I hope to be able to announce publication details. Right now, I just wanted to start the conversation, maybe share what you are addicted to, what you're uh, liberating yourself from, especially for the new year. And I look forward to hearing from you. Blessings.